Hello. We will be beginning shortly. Do not worry. I have things to draw. Like doodling and yapping. Yapping and doodle. I'll give it to 5 minutes. And then we start. Yay! So anyways, how you guys doing? What you been watching lately, huh? I wanna know. I am a curious creature. Hello. We're going to make a new item for new outfit. I have my methods of creating things. Where's my reference image? I probably should have remembered to put that out. Hello! Fabina Bestie, what is up? Yeah, Cater's alone today. Cater's alone today because I was too lazy to add somebody else here. And it's kind of hard to put all of Hearts Labial on top of my head. Where's my reference? Where did I put it? Wow, tail wagging, I never noticed that. Yeah, this one has a wagging tail. I can wag my tail. If this thing wasn't frozen. YouTube Studio does not like it when it's in the back. Oof. How's that going? Because VTube Studio does not like being behind everything on the screen. The way that it's laid out, I don't know why. It just does that from time to time, and I figured out the only way to get it to stop doing that is if I put it, like, the window for the program, like, behind the stream one, but, like, in front of everything else on the screen. It's a weird thing. I don't know why it's like that. Yeah, this model has a tail and it wags. Trying to figure out how to hand. I was doing math homework for 3 hours, man. I'm still not done. I give up. I hate math. That was always my weakest subject. I only had like one good math teacher in my life. And that's because she was always like, okay, now have the person next to you double check your work. And I was sitting next to my friend at the time too, so I had somebody to double check my dyslexic ass. Cause like I knew what I was doing. It's just the numbers, man. The numbers, they confuse me. Wait, so Trent is like a history teacher in social studies and human, I forgot, right? Yeah, he is. I think he's specifically the magic history teacher. Like, history of magic is a subject, and that's his thing. And Krell is chemistry type stuff. Science. Yes, he is. Specifically alchemy. Well, I think alchemy requires math knowledge. It's like advanced chemistry. Sometimes I do wonder if there's more teachers at Night Raven College or if it's just those three. Because Night Raven College is supposed to not be that big either. Like, it's... I think one of the novels said that it wasn't really that big. They said that it had, like, less than 100 students or something. I think. I could be remembering that wrong. But from what I remember, it is an elite magic academy, but there's also not that many people who can use magic, so there's not that many people there to begin with. Alchemy is just magic, chemistry, science, so... And science needs math. I'm failing Cruel's class! Oh, boy, you need more training. I'm trying to remember how a hand works. Because I have my life! Let me see what you have! A knife! No! Well, I failed trans class more because history. I suck at history. Cannot remember names and dates. IDK. I'd forget my own birthday if it wasn't reminded. So, I was never bad at history. I just wasn't the biggest fan of having to do essays. I didn't like doing essays. I wasn't bad at it, but I didn't like doing it. Especially if it was for something like history, where it's like, I don't really... Like, it's not hard, but I'm just bored. At least the way that you learn history in most, like, classroom settings. It's kind of boring. But, like, learning random stuff that you want to learn, like the history of animation or something, that's more interesting. Or, like, just looking up stuff on your own, that's more fun than having to learn the stuff you're supposed to learn in class. Because some teachers do not make it fun. Some people seem to be allergic to the concept of fun. And the social studies part because, IDK, I just wing it and make it up. It's easier to yap about. But history, oh nah. I was always good at, anything with, like, literature, language arts, stuff like that. I was better at that. Even if it was, like, a book or whatever that I didn't really care about, it's like, this is easy. I don't know how some people find this difficult to understand. Because not every book is as obnoxious as, like, the curtains symbolize inner turmoil or whatever. Some authors are very straightforward. Bathroom break. A. like not everything is as like coded or whatever as you think it is. Some people really are just blunt about what their books are supposed to be about. You're just being extra for no reason. That's a very terrible hand. I need a hand where it's holding a cool knife. Thank you, Google, for having very specific things. What noise? No! How do hands work again? Man, I've really got to think how hand work. Especially since my model has tiny hands. I got tiny hands. Look at that, it's all prepped and ready. I just need to borrow a layer. I want to make sure everything's like sized correctly. Hello! Besties are here! What is up, Adriana, bestie? How you doing? I'm drawing a knife. How you doing? Good and tired, nice. We have a different selection of music today. Bestie's back! I can't explain. Oh no! Autocorrect. Autocorrect be useless sometimes. You'll remember the one time you spelled a word horribly wrong and forever think that that's how you spell it. Whenever I read Ambi, I just think of Bambi. Ancient Ambi lore, that was the name of my DS. Ambi Bambi. The ancient lore. And when I think of Bambi, I think of bamboo. That's cute. I'm trying to make sure this is as close to what's on the model as possible. I am a sucker for details. And I think I made the blade a little too long. Bambi's such a cute movie. I need a Twisted Wonderland Bambi event. No, but you ever hear a name and just think of something else? Like, I see Axel or Alex, then I think of Axe. I don't think I've ever had that experience before. But I understand it. That's me when I look at numbers. Marina is the marine ship thing. Oh yeah, a place where you dock boats. I hear Axel and I think of that character from Kingdom Hearts. Even though I've never really played a full Kingdom Hearts game in my life. Every time I played a Kingdom Hearts game, it was always somebody else's copy. It's like, please, I want my own copy. But I am terrible at the game. And Brittany or Brianna is a bright light bulb. Katie, Catherine, Cass are all cats. Oh yeah, it's all coming together now. Oh yeah. Elizabeth, Eliza, Beth, Bethany are just the British flag, but Liza is a lizard. Lisa is a lizard. Liza is a lizard. I like that. Maybe it's because English is not my first language, so I think things sound a little funny. Understandable. Sometimes if you say a word over and over again, it just does not sound real anymore. I feel like that just happens after a while. Like, yes, this word no longer sounds like it belongs in the English language anymore. I got too silly. I got too silly with it. And now the English language does not sound like a language anymore. I was letting the Twisted Wonderland play in the background for a little bit, and I got another chance to try and summon Ortho again. I need my fairy Ortho, please. I need my boy in his fairy outfit. I desire Fairy Gala Ortho. The handle looks a little off. You trying to convince my school anime fan friend that Disney made an anime called Twisted Wonderland in a game, in a manga, and that she should totally see it. I don't think Girly cared. She told me to shut up about Disney for a sec. I need to say something. Oof. That moment when you're trying to convince your friend to join. To join into your interests. It's like, you'll love it. There's things you'll love in here. There's so many pretty anime boys. Give it a chance. Wait, let me flip this. I'm not crazy. I love it. Join the club. I scream louder than Malleus tried to promote the Gargoyle Research and Studies Club or whatever it's called. Exactly. Join us. It's worth it. There's so many pretty anime boys here. You'll love it. There's a character trope for everyone. Hmm. Hmm. I am using my brain a little too hard right now. The thing is, this girlie is mostly action anime fan. She likes Naruto, JJK, Fairy Tail, and other stuff. She likes romances and slice of life and horror too, but I don't know if she'll like this twisted fantasy. Yeah, especially because at least the gameplay style is like more visual novel, not really actiony. Even though I guess the anime kind of fills that up a little bit, because you can actually see the battles play out kind of properly, but it's like, that's not really what it's about. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Why did it do that? I think it should be facing this way. Oh yeah, back to the Pearl Shun fight in Friends Chronicles. Oh boy! I love hearing about Pearl. What adventures has he been on this time? New characters alert! Not inspired by Disney, but tales and nursery rhymes and such. Ooh! I mean, that kind of counts. Pearl meets students from a different school, not RSA or NRC or Noble Bell. I forgot what school was called. We can make it up in the new one. Ooh, what fun. Pearl meets two girls and two guys from this school. Marie, Bridgetta, Jake, and Finn Fairchild. IDK why I remember Finn's last name. What are those guys based off of? I'm curious. Since we're doing nursery rhymes this time. Mary is based off Mary Had a Little Lamb. Bridgetta is Little Bo Peep. Jake is the boy who cried wolf. They are all student council. Murray is the dorm leader, addressed as Shepherd. Oh boy, you typed too fast. Addressed as students as the shepherds of the school. Ah. When I hear shepherds, I think of Fire Emblem. I'm just reminded of Kron. Finn is Goldilocks in a sort of way. Ooh, interesting. There were more, but I forgot their names. I think there was Little Red Riding Hood in the form of a guy called Ryder. Ooh, interesting. Little Red Riding Hood not hiding. My brain didn't even register that. I just automatically read it as the correct thing. That's funny. There we go. I'm too lazy to do anything more creative. There's the arm. Now we need the knife. But it shouldn't be that hard. It's the same colors again. Except no pink this time. I'm surprised we haven't gotten a mention of Three Little Pigs in Twisted Wonderland yet. That's a pretty important piece of history right there. I think the students of Marie's Storm were mostly sheep or lamb or whatever Moose meant. Or something similar to just that kind of personality. Very soft. Mob mentality? Nah, herd mentality. That's funny. Truly go with the flow kind of people. Personalities of the shepherd's time. I'm sorry for not fucking my tables up. You're good. No need to worry, my friend. Marie is strict and responsible and wants things to be perfect and wants everyone to be obedient. She is the most respected and most free. Ah. Almost like Riddle. So I just saw Cater. Yeah, he's just chilling today. I didn't feel like adding another soon. I really need to remember to add more Rook hats, because I have the files. I have the files of some of Rook's other hats. I haven't separated them yet, because they were all in one image. I need to get his other hats. I'm gonna steal all the hats. Hey! I love hearing about you guys' OCs. They're all so adorable. I love sharing creativity. It's beautiful. Jake is considered to be more mischievous, but still a rule enforcer. He's one of those people, troublemakers, need to dodge like the plague because he's always reports something. Every little thing he sees. It's the White Queen for Alice in the Looking Glass. And she is Riddle's aunt, and her kids are based off of chess pieces. Ooh, that's cute! This is actually really adorable. I love that. I know the live-action Alice in Wonderland movies had the White Queen. It had more stuff from the books that weren't in the original animated Disney movie. I like how the duality of a man is present in me and Adriana. Adriana makes twist stuff on purpose, my brain makes twist stuff unconsciously. I make stuff on purpose too. The duality. Also, her sister, Riddle's mom, doesn't get along with the White Queen. The White Queen adores Riddle. Oh, you're so cute. Well, new assets done. Yay. And it's already in the place where it belongs. Now we can test it. Oh no, don't open that. Please don't. Don't open Live Duty Cubism, no! My computer's gonna crash. Let me test it. here. Not settings. No, not setting. Oh, wait, no, yes. Not this one. There we go. Hey! There we go. New item unlocked. Knife. It's almost like a microphone. I only make twist OCs when bored or I see a Disney movie and I'm like, I need to make you. Yes. Nice. Yeah, we got the new item. It's gonna make more sense with the actual outfit. The new one's in the rigging process, and that takes forever because I always have to redo the face. I need to actually make like a reference thing for the profiles, like the head turns. Regetta is considered the most forgiving and most lax of them all, like a chill teacher, but she is also the least liked by Marie due to her slight clumsiness and forgetfulness. Oh, dude, that would mean Riddle's mom is the Red Queen. That do be making sense. That do be making sense. Oh boy, we ran out of music. That can yap for a little bit longer. You cannot stop me. Because little Bo Peep kept losing her sheep, get it? That's funny. That is so cute, I like that. Although, I said this a little bit earlier, but I'm surprised we don't have anything related to the Three Little Pigs or Little Red Riding Hood in Twisted Wonderland yet. Because those are actually, like, Disney cartoons from, like, before Snow White. And, like, they were pretty big at the time when they came out. I'm surprised we haven't made mention of that yet in Twisted Wonderland. Or, like, had, like, a little event because on Beans Day is kind of based off of that Fun and Fancy Free segment with the Jack and the Beanstalk or whatever. Also, I'd be finding the weirdest and cursed twist stuff I've seen. Finn is from a different dorm than Marie and the shepherds. Pearl met him first and they're friends because Finn also is a diva and model type stuff. Nice. Yeah, because, like, we have Beans Day. But we haven't really had anything related to Red Riding Hood or the Three Little Pigs yet. I'm curious if they might show up for RSA, though. Because I do want to see more RSA students. And I feel like they'd probably be better off over there. As, like, background characters or something. I need help, my eyes need bleach. Oh no! Oh no, you've scrolled the internet for too long! Oh, hello. Welcome back. Surprisingly, we will be ending soon. I drew a knife. Yeah. Finn is like, he looks cute and blonde and blue-eyed and fair, and his brain is cute cherub and little fawn, but he is very demanding. That's my favorite type of character. Bye, Adriana. What should we do tomorrow, though? Oh no. I don't know what to draw for tomorrow. Do we do a silly tier list thing, or do we just... Yeah. Because Goldilocks is very demanding with the porridge and beds and such. That is like the perfect personality for a Goldilocks character. Just looks sweet and adorable, but is the most demanding creature you've ever met in your life. Bordering on spoiled child. Yeah. Is going to have her blood files checked. Oh no. Are you good? It sounds kind of scary. Yeah, it's not fun. Not fun at all. I've had medical... Well, not me specifically, but medical emergencies. They're scary. I'm not good. I'm anemic and I think it's very high. Oh! My sister's anemic. Yeah, that's scary. Sometimes I kind of hope I'm not anemic too, because like, that's kind of... Ouch. Well, I hope you're okay. It can be scary, but, you know, it won't last forever, hopefully. You'll figure out how to overcome. Yeah, I don't know how to... Words. I hope nothing worse happens to you and you get better. Praying for you. I got to go now. Stay safe, everyone. I'll see you another day. Yeah. It is time to go. Please stay healthy and safe, everyone. Tomorrow... Probably gonna be drawing stuff again. But what to draw is the question. We'll probably draw ortho tomorrow. I want ortho. I need ortho. Bye-bye. Ortho Shroud, please come home.